right here it clearly says that it's called another thing to add to the pie, right? It's actually called anti-intellectualism. Okay, is the hostility to and mistrust of intellectuals and intellectualism, commonly expressed as deprecation of education and philosophy, and the dismissal of art, literature, and science, okay, as impractical, politically motivated, and even contemptible human pursuits. Anti-intellectuals present themselves. Go ahead. Were you saying something?
I was saying that's the underlining movement of the conscious community.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Anti-intellectualism. Yep. Think about the conversations we have, and then people will start bashing you and say, oh, you think you just smart. You think you a smart N-word. You think you this. You think you that. So they're saying you the smart N-word, and they're the opposite of you. So think about what that's saying. Mm-hmm. They don't think they're smart. So what are you, a dumb N-word? And I'm the smart N-word? Is that what's going on?
I mean, said it.
Think about the ramifications of what people are saying. In other words, it's not cool to be smart. You a square if you smart. Therefore, that is contributing to the anti-intellectual movement, because you can be smart, you can bring information, but you can't be too smart.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be so smart that I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm going to resent you for that.
Take that time.
And then and then it goes right back to the Dunning-Kruger effect. And then it goes right back to, oh, now I'm gonna act like a child and call you all types of names. But I thought this was the conscious community.
It was like,
I thought it was supposed to be about knowledge, but apparently it's only about knowledge that people agree with. And if you don't agree, now I'm going to insult you. Now I'm going to call you all types of names for attempting to be smart.
Throw your gun. That's what it's called, throwing your gun. Let me finish the definition. It says anti-intellectuals present themselves and are perceived as champions of common folk. Yeah, you know, I'm for the people. Everyday people. Pursuitless against political and academic elitism, and tend to see educated people as the status class that dominates political discourse in higher education, while being detached from the concerns of ordinary people. So there you go. Look up those.
But think about this though, huh? This is the last piece of the puzzle. When you are so smart or so intellectual, they even equate you with being white.
Oh, that's the facts.
So think about the self-esteem issues that you're dealing with the person you're talking to. Now you can't even be smart without being compared to a white person. They have made white the authority on smart and intellectualism in their mind. We dealing with people with underlying issues here.
It goes back to elementary school, man. Like in elementary school, you know, when you had the nerd in the class, or what they perceived to be the nerd, the person that got all the A's, you know what I mean, that really studied and got their work done faster than everybody else. People didn't like them people.
Right.
They made fun of them. They picked on them.
Right.
So we're dealing with an adult version of elementary school.
Right.
Of kids that have childhood, you know what I'm saying, issues that grew into adulthood. Mm-hmm. Now they see brothers and sisters that's actually coming with factual information that they can't comprehend because they're not putting in the time, because it's actually kind of hard to understand this stuff when you're actually doing it. But once you do it, you actually get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they resent the people that actually did that can you know what I mean, understand it, and it, you know how it is, man.
Yeah, but check this out.
You know,
we get disrespected, we get talked about, but when they want to have their little events, guess who they call? All the smart N-words, you know.
Right.
Because your event ain't gonna pop off without the people that you look down upon. See, that's why I don't go on certain platforms. I don't go on platforms that don't respect the information, that just want me on there for some clicks and some views. I shared this with Brother Unc, and I'm going to share it with everybody listening. When you watch wrestling as a kid, there's always a good guy and a bad guy. There's always a face and a heel. So
heel, yeah.
when you used to watch wrestling, Hulk Hogan was the face and Ric Flair was the heel. Now, if you ask the average person who was the better wrestler, they'll say Hulk Hogan. But everybody that knows something about wrestling knows Ric Flair is better than Hulk Hogan. But it's set up to make you believe that Hogan is the greatest of all time because it's fixed. Now, when you go on some of these platforms, understand people from the Ahmed Ra Squad, people from the Dagger Squad, people from MBK, people from Seshu Medu Necha, people from the Kofi Pasa TV, people from the Masi. If you go on these platforms, you are the heel.
Right.
Regardless of what happens, you are the bad guy. You can't be the good guy. You the smart N-word. They don't want to hear you. They want to hear the feel-good information of putting lead on your house like this is the Bible or some bullshit. You the smart N-word. You the goddamn enemy.
You know
you did all that time
everything.
Studying, and you gonna go on there and get disrespected. No, I'm not. That's why you don't see me. For people that want to know why you don't see me on certain platforms, that's why. I'm gonna get my own platform where I can be effective enough to actually give accurate information.
You know,
you're not gonna go on there and play me like it's WWE WrestleMania, some bullshit. I'm not doing it.
You know what's crazy though, Ben? Like I look at